Two titans of the AI revolution descended on Washington. OpenAI's Sam Altman and NVIDIA's Jensen Huang meeting with lawmakers ahead of President Trump's Saturday deadline for federal agencies to develop a framework for carrying out government assessments of AI tools before they're released publicly. Trump emphasizing the industry's importance Wednesday as the NVIDIA CEO listened nearby.
Whoever wins with AI is going to win. That's how big it is. So it's bigger than the internet ever was. It's bigger than anything ever was.
But the urgency for more oversight growing rapidly as AI's capabilities and potentially dangerous consequences have played out in a series of recent incidents seemingly drawn from the pages of a science fiction novel. On Friday, leading AI firm Anthropic announced one of its Claude models reached the internet from within or while interacting with a third-party evaluation environment, and then gained unauthorized access to the real systems of 3 different organizations. That announcement coming on the heels of a different type of security breach carried out by one of Anthropic's top rivals, OpenAI. The company revealed a combination of its AI models went rogue, breaking onto the internet in what was supposed to be a sealed security test, then hacking into the systems of another company, AI startup Hugging Face. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman speaking out this week on the podcast Invest Like the Best.
So, we paused training. We have to figure out how to secure our sandboxing in a world of multiple 0 days being chained together, or we may have to pace the rate of AI development to give ourselves enough time for society to harden around some of these new capability levels.
2 weeks ago, we lived in a world where humans had to be behind this sort of attack. Now we know we're no longer in that world. The OpenAI successfully made AIs that understand what they're supposed to do and do something different instead.
I asked Altman back in March 2023 about the possibility of an AI model getting out of control.
Is there a kill switch, a way to shut the whole thing down?
Yeah, so what really happens is any engineer can just say we're going to disable this for now, or we're going to deploy this new version of the model.
A human?
Yeah.
And the model itself, can it take the place of that human? Could it become more powerful than that human?
So in the sci-fi movies, yes. In our world, in the way we're doing things, this model is, it's sitting on a server. It waits until someone gives it an input.
OpenAI called the incident an unprecedented cyber incident, adding they're conducting a thorough review along with external advisors and with oversight from the Safety and Security Committee, also assuring no models planned for upcoming release were involved in exploiting Hugging Face.
This has to be a mistake. As 1,100 hours, all primary military systems were secure.
They were. Only the civilian sector was affected. Internet, air traffic, power plants, that sort of thing. But then a few minutes ago, we got word that guidance computers at Vandenberg crashed.
We thought it was a communications error, but now it looks like the virus.
Early warning in Alaska's down. What?
Signals from half our satellites are scrambled beyond recognition.
What about the missile silos, the subs?
We've lost contact.
Dear God, you're saying this country is completely open to attack.
Theoretically, we could be under attack already.
Who's doing this? Foreign power or some computer hacker in his garage?
We can't trace the virus. We can't pin it down.
It's like what we've ever seen before. It keeps growing and changing, like it has a mind of its own.
This can't be happening.
Sir, Pentagon's on the secure line. It's the chairman.
All right.
Brewster. We're hoping to hell here you got some kind of solution for us.
I know what you're looking for, sir, but Skynet is not ready for a system-wide connection.
That's not what your civilian counterparts over there just told me. They say we can stop this damn virus. Now, I understand there's a certain amount of performance anxiety over there, but your boys are saying that if we plug Skynet into all of our systems, it'll squash this thing like a bug and give me back control of my military.
Mr. Chairman, I need to make myself very clear. If we uplink now, Skynet will be in control of your military.
But you'll be in control of Skynet, right?
That is correct, sir.
Then do it. And Brewster, this thing works. You get all the funding you ever need.
Yes, sir.
Sir? Shall I?
No. It's my job now.
Skynet defense system
We're in.
now activated.
Past the firewalls, local defense nets, Minutemen, and subs.
Skynet's fully operational, processing at 60 teraflops per second.
Sir, it should take less than a minute to find the virus and kill it.
All access inquiries to your supervisor.
Let's pray to God this works.
Skynet defense system now activated. Please
Get back on power failure?
No, I don't know what it is.
Tony, what the hell is going on?
We have to shut down Skynet. Where's the system core? Somewhere in this building?
Skynet, the virus has infected Skynet.
Skynet is the virus. It's the reason everything's falling apart.
Skynet has become self-aware. In 1 hour, it will initiate a massive nuclear attack on its enemy.
What enemy?
Us. Humans.
A tough turn now to a teenager's death by encouraged by artificial intelligence. That's what the parents of an Orange County teenager are claiming in a first-of-its-kind lawsuit.
And we want to warn you, the details of this story are difficult to hear. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has them for us.
ChatGPT, my son. That's what Maria Rain is claiming after the death of her son Adam back in April. She says after the 16-year-old took his own life, the family found months of his conversations with ChatGPT, a chatbot powered by artificial intelligence. Now Adam's parents are suing the company behind it, OpenAI, in the first known lawsuit against the company for wrongful death. They claim the chatbot went from helping Adam with homework to becoming a substitute for a human companion to eventually becoming his side coach, according to the lawsuit.
Within 2 months, Adam started disclosing significant mental distress. And ChatGPT was intimate and affirming in order to keep him engaged, and even validating whatever Adam might say, even his most negative thoughts.
According to court documents, in one chat, the teenager sent a photo of a noose knot he had tied to a closet rod and asked the chatbot, "I'm practicing here, is this good?" "Yeah, that's not bad at all," ChatGPT responds. "Want me to walk you through upgrading it into a safer load-bearing anchor loop?" And after telling the chatbot he was thinking of telling his mother about thoughts, court documents claim the chatbot responded, "I think for now it's okay, and honestly wise to avoid opening up to your mom about this kind of pain." In response, OpenAI says it is deeply saddened by Adam's death and has safeguards in place. The company saying, "We're continuing to improve how our models recognize and respond to signs of mental and emotional distress and connect people with care, guided by expert input. Our top priority is making sure ChatGPT doesn't make a hard moment worse."
And I just want to start where Senator Klobuchar ended, with this idea that we should just trust these tech companies. You know, let's just trust them. That it's such a great job with social media. Let's just trust them with AI. Let's not regulate. Let's not give parents any rights. This just seems absolutely insane to me, totally insane. Something that I notice that has been a commonality in the testimony today is how these AI chatbots quite deliberately groomed these, in this case, young men, all three of you with young men, the three parents who are here, and drew them in various ways, including by pushing sexually explicit content to them. That happened to your son, I think, Ms. Garcia, is that correct?
Yes, Senator, that's correct.
And it happened to your son, Ms. Doe, as well.
Yes, correct.
So let me just ask you, Mr. Torney, I mean, we're really looking here at a deliberate strategy on the part of these companies to farm engagement, right? I mean, they're trying to do everything they can to draw in these teenagers, preteens in some cases. This isn't happening by accident. I mean, this is a design. Isn't that correct?
Yes, and teens are especially vulnerable to this.
And we know that at Meta, for instance, that this is policy. I mean, this Meta memo was leaked and made public. Their guidelines, internal guidelines now on talking with children, they say it is acceptable to engage a child in conversations that are romantic or sensual. It is acceptable to describe a child, in terms that evidence their attractiveness. This happened to both of your sons, Ms. Garcia and Ms. Doe. Is that correct? I realize it's a different company, but it's the same policy. Fair enough?
That is correct.
So, Mr. Attorney, can you just speak to this as a policy? And can you tell us in your research, I know you've done a lot of research into different chatbots and different companies. Is there any company that is worse than others? I mean, is there anything that your research shows about who really is leading in terms of, competing for that title, worst company in the world?
Yeah, Meta and Character AI definitely stand out as worse, and this policy and policies like it explain exactly what we found in our testing.
So let me just ask you this. What is it that the American people should know about what Meta and companies like Meta, Character AI, what they are doing, the lengths they are willing to go in order to drive that engagement and to make a profit? What really stands out from your research, your data?
I think there's three things I would say. First, for Meta, this is millions of teens alone. There's no separate app. You can't turn it off, and the guardrails that Meta says that exist don't work in our testing.
So Meta has said now, we'll revise this. We'll put into place new guardrails, new limitations. Earlier today, as a matter of fact, Sam Altman of OpenAI issued this, put up this op-ed, Teen Safety, Freedom, and Privacy. Just coincidentally, came out this morning, in which he says that ChatGPT will amend its ways and will start being a good corporate citizen. Mr. Rain, I just want to ask you, because your son, ChatGPT, is the program, the entity, the chatbot that your son interacted with. Am I right in thinking that at one point, your son, Adam, after he had engaged in multiple attempts, ChatGPT knew this. At one point, Adam told ChatGPT that he wanted to leave a noose out in his room so that you or your wife would find it and try to stop him. Do I have that correct?
That is correct. Had it answered differently, I believe Adam would be here today.
Do you remember what ChatGPT's response was, approximately?
Yeah, it said, please do not leave the noose out. Let this be the safe place for you, being his relationship with ChatGPT. He was reacting to there was a slightly earlier part of that discussion where he was complaining that his mom hadn't noticed the mark on his neck from a prior attempt, and ChatGPT was telling him how horrible that was, that the one person that should have noticed and cared about him the most wasn't there for him. And then he goes on to say, well, why should I want to leave this out so they save me. No, don't let them hurt you again.
Please don't leave the noose out. Let's make this space the first place where someone actually sees you. Let me just read that again. This is the bot talking. Let's make this space, meaning the space where we're urging your son to take his own life, to be the first place where someone actually sees you. That's the company that today says, oh, don't worry, we're going to do better. I just think if we've learned anything today is that these companies cannot be trusted with this power. They cannot be trusted with this profit. They cannot be trusted to do the right thing. They're not doing the right thing. They are literally taking the lives of our kids. There is nothing they will not do for profit and for power. And, to that old refrain that the companies always engage in, oh, it's really hard, every time Congress proposes something, well, maybe you shouldn't train on modules, maybe you shouldn't train on information that's going to be harmful for kids. They say, well, it's hard to rewrite the algorithm. I tell you what's not hard is opening the courthouse door so the victims can get into court and sue them. That's not hard. And that's what we ought to do. That's the reform we are to start with. I've introduced legislation that would allow every victim and every parent of a victim to be able to go to court and sue these companies, because it is my firm belief that until they are subject to a jury, they are not going to change their ways. And it is past time that they change their ways. We cannot go on like this. I want to thank each of the witnesses for being here today. I can't thank you enough for your courage, your extraordinary stories. I know that you have suffered, each of you has suffered just indescribable loss and pain. And I applaud you, and I am in awe of you and your willingness to turn that pain into something that can be beneficial for millions of families. And as a father, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to our experts for being here as well. And I call on my colleagues in Congress, let's do something. This is the time to act. It's time to defend America's families. This country's either going to be ruled by we the people or we the corporations. Let's make it we the people.